To discuss more about this case and the new developments is federal trial and defense attorney Megan Whiteside. Megan, thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me, Natasha.
So, Megan, I do want to start with these new details. Kaylee Goncalves' parents sharing that their daughter was, quote, completely, totally trapped in that bedroom, that she was discovered up against the wall, quote, in an upright sort of position up in the corner, slumped. This family is really hoping a trial date will be set for the suspect soon. Is this typical in a moment like this for the family to come forward to invite more media attention and to start disclosing more details?
I don't think you can say there's a typical victim's family in any horrific murder case like this. And I think every family deals with tragedy differently. I think we can all understand that these families want this trial to go forward and they want closure. However, this is a death penalty case, and the judge in this case is being methodical and careful because if the government is able to secure a conviction, I think everybody wants this conviction to stand on appeal. And so what we see in death penalty cases, the typical appeals involve ineffective assistance of counsel or some sort of prosecutorial misconduct. And so what we saw in front of the judge in the recent hearing was the defense team saying, we are working hard on this case, but there has been so much information turned over. We cannot be effective. We cannot assist our client in the defense of his case effectively by the summer. And so we may be looking at a trial date well into 2025. The judge reserved ruling, so that means he's going to consider both sides carefully, both the victims and the government side wanting to push this prosecution forward, but also giving enough time for 51 terabytes of evidence to be combed through by the defense team. That's a lot of material.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I was about to ask you, the defense saying that prosecutors turned over these 51 terabytes of data. Why so much data in this case? What is actually on these hard drives? And can you put in perspective for our audience just how much video the defense team must go through here?
Sure. So you touched on it exactly. There's a lot of video evidence. We don't know exactly what's on those 51 terabytes. That's an immense amount of digital information. We do know there's a lot of video. And so if we look at 1 terabyte worth of data, that could be up to 500 hours of video footage. So the defense team, to effectively represent Mr. Kohberger, has to go through all of that material. And so if we're looking at 51 terabytes of information and the government has said they expect more discovery in this case, really the judge needs to heavily consider how much time is reasonable for a defense team working as diligently as they say that they are to comb through that information to put on a defense.
Okay, and Kohberger's team has tried for a change in venue before. It was denied. Do you expect that they would push for that again, and could it eventually work?
I think that they will. This town is reeling from these murders. And you think about the jury pool that's going to come in for jury duty that may be called to serve on this case. They will have seen round-the-clock news coverage. They will have, they probably have people in common, maybe knew the victims or a few people removed from the victims. And so the defense team is really concerned about whether this is going to be a fair jury pool. That's a legitimate concern. So we can expect them to raise this issue again. I don't foresee the judge moving venue. If that was going to happen, it probably would have happened already. And the judge is going to rely on the justice system, the court process of jury selection in basically removing people who are connected to the case, who would not be able to hear the evidence and decide on the evidence and the law alone. And so I think that we can expect it to be raised again. I don't think it's going to be a successful argument.
Okay. Megan Whiteside, appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.